And we'll have today we will talk about completely different perspective how this world is seeing AI, machine learning, deep learning, all this kind of stuff. At least I'll try to present in different perspective where we can start our journeys, where which area we need to concentrate, what are the perspectives we have to look into that, because this buzzword is very much high in this society. I mean, in the present world. Let's dive in. This short introductory about myself. I'm a researcher. I'm a research scholar. I'm machine learning enthusiast and lecturer. I work on as a lecturer. Then this is if you're having collaboration for me, we'll open for collaboration and machine learning and deep learning. This is my LinkedIn ID. We can have a communication here. This is my Gmail. For further communication, we can go for this. Yes. Actually, first I like to burst the myths of the society. What is like everyone talk about? I'm working on machine learning. I work on AI. This is product of AI. Robotics works on. First, break down what is the difference between AI and the robots. Then, how this to work on AI, yeah, robotics, what robo called, we have to work on some tools. The tools we can simplify. I can tell like computer vision techniques, yeah, technologies. Then how these are used in this, and there are few frameworks which helps to use how the computer vision project like so-called AI is going to work. This is our agenda of our session, and I'll go step by step. The first, obviously, whenever we see AI, then we come into picture like, okay, this is a man who is working on this is a robotics, he's taking over our jobs and he's very faster than this. This is a myth. Let me break the myth here. The definition of robots, see this definition of which is color in yellow color, is a machine, especially one programmable by the computer, which capable of carrying out a complex series of action automatically. Guys will say like machine is doing by automatically by itself. Machine can do this stuff, machine can do Y stuff, machine can do Z stuff. First of all, we have to break down that his machine is not doing by itself. We are the researchers with the coders, with the help of computer, we are going to work how the task has to be done, a series of a task. We have to do tell the machine that what you have to do, what you not have to do. This is how the robots are designed. But now the scenario is like machine is doing everything. No, for this, I can give a strong fundamental answer how the computers and machines are using side by side, and we can achieve the concept called AI, machine learning, and deep learning concept. This is the robot. Then what is robotics? Robotics is a combination of all these yellow color terminologies, not in one field that is completely related to robotics. It has a communication system, it has a sensor, it has information processing, it has control on everything. These all are the basic for governing principles to build robots with the help of robotic concept. Now, these are only a few listed terminologies we are going to work. There are so many. If you're working on bioscience, then we have to work on bioinformatics terminologies. Then if you're working on like spaces, then you should be working on like space terminologies. These are combined to form a robotics. Now, the major difference is AI and robotics are same. What we generally see is like uh, robots are doing this one, that one. Let's have this discussion. Generally, whenever we see anything, we assume that AI is working on some robots. That robots is look like in left side. This is not the true. Why? These are the purely upper layer of the researchers work on the AI parts. What is the lower level of the AI who trains a model? The word trains a model comes into picture, where it tell the computer and machine what it has to do, what it not has to do. Here we are going to talk about. Now, the question is artificial intelligence equal to robots? Can anyone respond on this? We'll have interaction session today on the chat box. What's your opinion on this? Is AI is equal to robots? No. That's great. That's great. Why? Because the previous only I cleared that we robots purely work on computers and some machines. Then who is going to work with the human? We do the hard encoding, that is coding part, so that we can achieve our task, a series of a task. To achieve a series of tasks, we use a technology called artificial intelligence. The answer for this, AI is greater than robots. Why? AI is a combination of different fields, not one field. It can be how like it can be medical side, it can be a financial side, it can be like NASA, it can any part. But we use robots for from specific tasks. Then we can say like robo is a very large and very spread area. AI, where robots are, with the help of AI, we are going to construct our series of action. Again, I stress this word. Why? Because we have to work a series of action. If you tell the robot to do this process, X process, the robot will be working on the X process itself. It will not the Y process. If you tell the Y process, it will be working on the Y process itself. Then someone has to work background so that who is going to control of this? Exact definition of AI. AI is study of how to make machines that can think, act like a human. Now, we the researchers, all the researchers throughout the world, what they want to do is like, can we train a machine, so-called robo, so that it can act like, mimic like a human? How will the human mimic like? If any response come, it has to do. Like in the same way, can we train with the help of this artificial intelligence and to solve the problems by its own? How to solve this problem? When we do some training process, when you introduce some data set, when you introduce some coding part, then only it can perform the sequence of tasks. Then this is called an actual definition of AI. Please look this meme. The reality of AI, someone say I'm working on the AI, then it comes to machine learning, and machine learning whenever you open this cover, the background of any machine learning projects, deep learning projects, NLP, data science, it's purely statistical models. We purely work on the maths background so that we are going to achieve our task. But other side of coin is like we just cover the statistics with the help of machine learning. This is the broader myths we are going to break down. What is the one more last myth? There are two scientists who's working in the lab. One scientist tell that I have given a soul to a robot. I'm ready to bring perfectly. My robot is brilliant. Correct. But other scientists who are supporting faculty, supporting scientists, he said like, I have given my input data. I have collected n number of input data with the help of Cassandra files, the Cassandra file which helps for training set. Then my robot is able to work on a specific series of a task. These are the two different sides of a coin. One will project that I have given a life to robo, but actually what happens to working on robo, we has to induce our data with the help of coding part, with the help of some all established labs. That to how what are the terminologies, what are technologies, how this AI work. Whenever we are working on AI, that if your data set is purely on text, purely on images and videos, then we are going to use a computer vision. What is computer? Just imagine everyone, I hope everyone uses Facebook. Whenever whenever we post on photo as a post, then whenever you type a name, system automatically detect his face. I hope everyone have gone through ethics. Is it true? Any discussion here in the chat box? If you have a tagging system in Insta also, the system will go to his face, cover with a box and tells that this person belongs to this. Then we can say this is AI. Yes, this is AI. Who is the governing principle working on this? These are the computer vision technologies, which tells that do this process and detect the image so that who is that person and what he is he. We can achieve this process with the help of computer vision. Isn't one most advanced technology in AI? I mean, we can say the sub part, sub part of an AI is a computer vision. Look this picture. Now I have to induce this picture to computer. Now computer is not a human. Now we are talking about again AI. How the computer will read this image with the help of computer vision technology. System will read this image in this format. This every picture is divided into 12 frames. This is the terminology background of computer vision. Every picture will divide into 12 frames. In 12 frames, that one frame is divided into pixels. That is, in pixels we see in the phone also what is a pixel is. It is small minute particles which has some colors. That colors is red, green, and blue. These are three primary colors in every image. You can see in every image, and that image ranges should be between 0 to 255. Here comes your statistic background, how the image is read by a system. Let us have some architecture. Whenever a system is reading a picture here, this picture is transformed into three colors in RGB, red, green, blue. Then it has some frames. That frames is detected by a system. Then it will form a pixel. I've told like one picture is divided into 12 frames. Again, one frame is divided into pixel. This will form a one pixel. This is a combination of RGB. This is how the computer vision helps us to do the process. Now, the second technology, what we were talking about, this is a completely overview of computer vision. Is there some more technology? If you're working on purely a dynamic approach, suppose I want to interact with my laptop to me, then is there any libraries, technologies we can say we can help me? Yes, OpenCV is a framework, the deep learning framework which helps to interact lively, dynamically to a system, to a human, with the help of this Python library. Is a Python library which can be used in all operating system. We'll have a demo on this, how it is going to work. Here, the Python library, as we said, the ranges is from 0 to 255 and colors is RGB. This has to convert into some numerical format, into M by N matrix. The values what we got, the pixel, that value should be in the numerical format. Maybe M by N matrix, M into N matrix, that value should be converted into matrix. Whenever the matrix comes, then we are going to purely work on statistical models. The statistical models will see. To capture the statistical models, we should have one more library called NumPy, which occupies all the input data, which is RGB, is converted into pixel. That pixel converted to some matrix format. It is stored in the form of NumPy. The extension of SciPy and MATLAB will be using for the further extension. Let's have some basic operation, different modules of OpenCV. Whenever we want to read an image from a system, this is the first line of code. I read is a module where we use to read the image. This is the address I have given. When your image is colored, I use as 1. When your image is black and white, we use as in 0. Then where now you are going to induce an input image to a system so that it has to look that is the image is a colored image, is a black and white image. To rectify, to identify, we have a differentiation in 1 and 0, 1 for color, 0 for black and white image. Now we have given the input image. The second module, I want to get the shape. See, whenever I shape is one more module where it tells about what is the matrix. I said M by N matrix, N by N matrix. That matrix is converted into some numerical format. That numerical format is here. 685 rows and 1024 in column. This in format, the data have been, the image have been converted into pixels. Now till now we assume like system is reading some image, it is showing some output. No, the background is system will read as image as it is. With the help of pixels, it converts into some numerical format. That numerical format is covered by the NumPy library. It's a hard reality. Whenever, suppose I assume that I have given A, the system will detect in such a way, as I said, is a matrix format. The system will plot in a matrix format where it has been crossing the edges. See, A has been crossing some edges, then the system is plotting as it is in the same edge format. Whenever the edge format is converted to third phase, all the one says that this is occupying some space. When this is occupying some space, that means it has some structure. Then the system tried to go in this way, where it is ones are occupied, where zeros are not occupied. By this, the system, as I said, numpy array or the numerical matrix, m by n matrix, then it will then convert with the help of statistical models that the given image is A. This is how the background works on. And a broader architecture of any image processing, any deep learning models working on the first, initially we collect the data. As we have collected the data of A, then the pre-process, this is all the researchers, no, normally it spends 60 to 70% of the time to extract the pre-processing the images. Why? Because some images, if I take this image, this is perfectly tilt image. If suppose this image is tilt in left side, it remains to right side, system can't detect this. First we have to adjust this image that in a such a way system is able to recognize. No, we talk about system and the machine has to recognize what is the starting point, okay, where it is ending point, where it is going to downward side, is there any line is passing through these two lines. Then system has to do all this process are called pre-processing stuff, removal of noise, thickness, counter smoothing, all this process will be done. I mean, this is a completely other perspective because we are going to come overview of your project. After that, we do binarization, combination, if removal of some other values, try to keep the image as much as clean to ready for the production. After that, the feature extraction. These two, feature extraction and feature selection, are the two fundamentals of any models. It might be machine learning, it might be deep learning, it might be AI. What they do in generally, they will detect the edges, they will point the edges, so that is the given edge is what, okay, if you given edges is from combination of two, then plot this two, one and one, and one array line is passing through. How it is passing, it has some features, it detects some of the features, so that the system has with the help of this two process, system will detect that within we can select a clear image, not completely clear image. We can say, okay, I have got my boundaries. Can you tell the system? Now system is able to, not in all cases, at most cases, it can able to work on this. Then we can classify. If the given image A, the system will detect as A. If it is B, the system will detect as a B. It's a broader architecture how the image, the object detection is working on. To display image, there's a one more function called is am show, where shows the image what you have required, because you have introduced one image, some buildings are there, that image have converted into pixel, that pixels have been converted to some statistical model, that is, I mean, matrix format, then system has detected, then the system has detected, it will show the output. These are the two functions we are going to use. Where is that? When you are going to show the output screen, then we use cv.wait key. That means how much time the output should be displayed. Suppose initially I given 0, after that I have given 2000 seconds, the system will be for 2000 seconds. And now the system is running the pipeline, it captured the data, it do some processing, then it's showing I have to destroy that screen. To destroy the screen, this is a snippet of the code, last line, cv.destroy all windows to destroy the window, so that the output will be closed on my system. Because when I don't close a window, then the background, the algorithm is running. When the algorithm is running, my machine is continuously working on to training a model. To rectify this problem, we have to close the system. Whenever suppose we do some with the help of tubes, I want the 500 GB size, or 250 GB size to upload some any portal for job portals, then we have to resize. We might be working on UI. We might be working on the upper layer, just taking the size. We are giving of length into breadth. The resolution is going to do, but the background, some algorithm is working at. What is algorithm? The process what you have seen till now. All this algorithm, it convert the pixels, it reduce the pixels at what format, at what size you wanna view. So tell the algorithm try to optimize the size and the pixels so that it can easily show. Now, till now, we have seen the computer vision. What is computer vision, and what are the supporting technologies? OpenCV. These are the 5 modules in OpenCV. Let's have one real-time example how this process work, like how they can detect a sign language detection. What the theme of this project is like, if any dumb and deaf people come in the front of camera, because sometimes they not be available of human, they want to interact with the system. Can a system recognize their signs? Yes. How they can be recognized as with the help of computer vision, a little broader technology, then followed by OpenCV dynamically. What is dynamically represents? It purely interact with live camera with a human. Static is something, or something is already recorded, you just post it, it will do. Now we want to do a live interaction, that is called AI. Now the public tells about AI. AI is recognizing me, AI is taking this object, AI is throwing that object. Here the basic fundamentals of what the AI do. Now our AI has to recognize the sign what a human tells your computer. Now the will come again the machine and the computer work simultaneously for a series of action. For this, we are going to take one project. First, let us consider sign languages. The second step, we have some libraries we have taken, and third, we are going to display in the box what we are going to do. Here comes, there are 3 main files we have to consider. The Cassandra classifier, what the Cassandra classifier files tells about, you have to train a model. See, if you want to train a human for a subject, we will take a tuitions for one month or 2 months. Then at the end of the 2 months, then he might be able to tell that what is A, what is B, what is C. In the same way, system is also having training data set, so that it assumes that any sign, it comes A, it can be B, it can C. It has to train by itself. We have to pass this file. This is Cassandra classifier files we are going to pass, so that this, whenever the next time after training of this data, the system will come and say that the image what you are given already I have trained. There is a training set. I can tell that this is belongs to A image, this is belongs to B sign, this is belong to Y sign. These are the fundamental files we have to give as an supporting files for a project. Then there might be color signs. I mean, not color signs, like some will be showing the signs in the low sunlight, some will be showing the signs of brighter sunlight. In that cases also, system has to work out perfectly, because we can't guarantee that every time we'll have brighter light. Sometimes suppose the deaf community wants to communicate, there's a no current, if there's no current, they can't communicate a system. No, that should not be a problem. There should be all possible file supporting files, so that it can detect the sign in all positions. These are statistics come into picture. Whatever I tell how the statistics work. I'm giving an image. First, I read the image. With this image, I'm writing some logic. That logic is converted to RGB. As an image always has a range of 0 to 255. It is colored is 1. It is black and white. Again, see, black and white is 0. It is black and white image I'm passing. Then what is the size? At what area does the window has to project? And there's a combination of your statistical models that your numerical values which you have generated has to detect with the help of the pixels. As we are working on dynamic project, video capture is a module, a function which captures the video live from your phone. It might be laptops, it might be some CCTVs. Then it will tell that it will capture the data. This is the function. Then after capturing data, someone has to release the data. Then release is a one more function. It tells about, okay, I have captured the data. You can move out. These are two small snippets. I can't go dive in deeper. Then these are two small snippets tell about capture the data and release the data. Whenever you capture the data, the output of a machine is readable in this format. You can see here. Have a look for half a second. Why this is in this format? Because I told the range should be between 0 to, see this code, 0 to 255. It has to, in the format of that frame has to convert into pixel. The pixel in the form of RGB, red, blue, and green. That red, blue, green has to be converted in this matrix format. You can see this is a 3x3 matrix. The 3x3 matrix pixels have been generated for the system. Now the system can detect what is your input. System can't read your direct image as it is. This is a complete story I was telling about. System will work on this numerical data that is stored in the help of a NumPy library. Let's have a demo on this. These are the signs, American signs. No, whenever out of this 26 alphabets, these are the signs to given for the disabled people to interact with the system. If any one sign come in front of the system, it has to detect that what is the sign. Just a minute, let me load this. Now, as I said, the training set, how the training set, them for A, there might be thousands of images they have been captured. For B, again, the thousands of images have been captured. There's a Cassandra file, whatever talking about. For C, there are thousands of images have been captured as a training set. This, by looking of the system, will analyze that any signs come out of all these 26, this is belong to this sign. Then only system is going to tell that this is sign belongs to D sign, this sign to belong to Y sign, this sign belongs to T sign. By the myth what I was talking about starting is like no system, no robo will do by default by itself. It has some training set. Purely all the AI models purely work on some training set. These are your training set. When we have all the data have been collected initially, I have the data, then we can move for the live demo. Let's move for live demo. These are some research topics where you want to work in future, someone working on this. I mean, there enough scope in these areas. Still more research. Now the edge detection is a more advanced research is going on, because you develop a good project in your system. That project has to come into a market, but most 80% of projects never come into market. According to Gartner's report, the most efficient technical journal says that 80% of their production, their models and deep learning models, so-called AI models, is not able to come for production. Why? Because the problem of edge detection. As one more research is going on other side of the AI. Let's have it. Let me introduce one of my sisters. She's working on same sign language detection. Then she's going to present this live demo. Sister, are you there? Can you unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you preview? because she's very much motivated to work on AI projects. Almost she's working from last 4 months or 5 months. She learned a lot. He have developed the projects. It's completely, she has started from a scratch. I can tell it, she has started from a scratch. She has built a model. She has done this. Everything she had done by itself. So, Reshma, can you preview?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Just give her time. She will preview. Abrarwai, can you make her a host so that she can preview? Abrarwai is there? Yeah, Reshma, you can preview now. Yeah, you can see that still the model is able, trying to learn. Yes, now started, model started recognizing the gesture. Yes. Now the model says that the given image is A. The sign has given this sign. Then the model by what I call the AI models by telling that the given sign is A. Can you go for one more, Reshma? That's great. So the model is training. Let's wait. Yes. Now, when the other sign has changed, the system tells that the given sign is C. Then with the 100% accuracy, then the given sign is belongs to C. This is how your all the sign languages is working. Thank you, Reshma. You can stop your screen. Thank you very much. Really, she was working on this project from last 5 months. What happened? My system is not working today. That's the reason I have taken her help. She is doing masters. in the field of AI, I mean computer vision. Then I take her help. I hope this will be a, I mean, live demo. I hope everyone enjoy. I think so. I think so. A big applause to Reshma. She has done very good job. She has learned everything by itself.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Yeah, that's it from my side. If you any have doubts, please let me know. We'll have a discussion. There are some doubt questions here. Let's have one by one. Yeah, Zulfikar, you have any questions? Please unmute and talk.
Hello, sir. I'm audible?
Yeah, yeah, brother.
So it was a very great presentation.
Thank
I have
you.
a small doubt.
Yeah.
Like hand symbols, can we even detect the facial expression like sad or smiling or crying?
Yeah, that is other segment. We can detect already.
Okay.
Yeah, so many research is going on. Even emotion can be detected. I hope you're talking about emotion, right? If you have a
Emotion
smiley,
difference, like
yes.
I was telling about. Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, that can be done already. So much research is going on that emotion detection now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, sir.
thank you. Is
Thank
some other someone open for questions? Someone asked like level of computing, but mostly robots. Okay, the definition. Mubarak, why brother asked whether this signs with and unsigned. Uh, this is purely science, brother. One of my brother asked like, it is unsigned and no, these are the 26 signs. This is American science because Indian science are completely different. We are training the model with the help of American science, where out of this 26 we have collected a 26 different input data so that the machine can read by itself. Questions can you share? Yeah, I will share my email, no issue. Which thing is someone Danish has like, which thing is CVU? CV is a computer vision. CV stands for computer vision, where you can work on all your image data and the video data. In this two field, this computer vision is most be useful. Someone asked like, which camera? No camera, your normal webcam is more enough. We purely work on our laptops only. But you are come here, the problem is like, actually I had to show the demo with my laptop. As I said, there is a technical problem with my laptop. My camera was not working. The system is got very slow because it has training with lots of input. Someone asked like, we can have multi data image for a same sign. Multi image data, already your training set is multi-image data, right? All suppose if a sign is you are taken, that a sign is a combination of different rotations, I mean alignments, then it is after from all this multi only, the system comes to in one conclusion that it belongs to some x or y sign. Sir, can the facial expression can be used in, I'm not clear, Zulfikar, in pets, because I have not worked on like animals facial recognition. Maybe some researchers might be working on this. I mean, not sure. Like used to face. Yes, someone said like Danish, the present all your phones using facial like face unlocking. This is all about AI. This is all computer vision. The background, what we're talking like computer vision, OpenCV, live interaction, that's purely on your what we call unlocking your phones. But that is edge detection, because the model is done somewhere that has to adopt in your laptops, I mean in your phones. That is edge detection. Working on that deep learning model, AI model on your cell phone is called edge detection. Is it working perfectly or not? Now you can see iPhone phones work. I mean, the accuracy is very good. They detect the face, unlock the image very good. When it comes to MI and Xiaomi, I mean, a bit not accuracy is higher, very less, I think so. There are other questions. To interact the pet, no. Okay, someone asked like, I'm a structural engineer, I keen to learn application, audit their images are being used to detect failure. Yeah, you can, brother, you can, Muhammad, I think the full name, I can't see that. Someone is working on structural engineering. Yes, obviously, adopt the technologies in the application. That's it. When you adopt the technologies in the application, we can explore in any part of your area. Next one, someone's project, which is the tech breed and also okay. Can AI makes my normal car too small? No, no, no. Yeah. Someone was like, Zulfikar brother, can AI can be normal car? Yes. There is an algorithm again. You can convert the your image of your car to and with advanced features. There is some adding some algorithms you can convert into in you can like smart car. You can say not perfectly. Can you help me out? So yeah, brother, you can reach me out of the session. We'll have a discussion. Okay, fine. I hope all the questions we have answered. Is there any questions? Let's have last one more question so that we can wind up the session. Let me share my email ID so that yeah, my LinkedIn ID, you can contact me. Yeah, this is my LinkedIn. Please approach. We'll have a discussion after the session. Dr. Saif Bhai, shall we close the session? Someone else is possible to use OpenCV. Yes, that this what we call the Django is like front end or UI application which you use in Python. You can use an interaction with any UI. There's no problem. You can use in any friend UI. You can use the model is your model is constant. You can use anything. Ashish is asking, what can I use? Yes, yes, Ashish, you can use. Okay, brother. Thank you very much for kind time. Inshallah, we'll meet some more time. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Saif Bhai, to inviting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.